Hello everyone, welcome to the Marketing Masterclass. My name is Shannon Del Palma of Shannon Del Palma Coaching, and in this class I'm going to show you how to create a marketing calendar and a strategy. This is specifically for wedding professionals, freelancers, and creative business owners. Okay, so my name is Shannon. I started out actually owning a floral design business. I booked my first 10K wedding. It's been like the second and a half year I was in business. I ended up selling that business, and I started this marketing strategy business called Shannon Del Palma Coaching because I fell in love with selling and marketing more than I did designing. So I teach other creatives and wedding professionals how to brand, sell, and market their shit so that they can make a lot of sales. So here's just some cool things that had happened along my little entrepreneur journey. I met Marie Forleo and Chris Carr. If you don't know who they are, just Google them and you will fall in love with them. I was featured on Young Female Entrepreneurs, Female Entrepreneur Association, A Practical Wedding, and I was also just nominated for a Leading Woman Entrepreneur Award in New Jersey. I'm super excited about that. So before I jump into teaching you how to actually create a strategy, I just want to go over and talk about excuses that you might be holding on to, because the strategy is a lot of work to create. And it's easy to just find an excuse why you can't actually create the strategy right now. Hey, Shannon, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. No one really wants my work, and I'd rather just not come off as salesy. This is the kind of stuff that we used to hold on to us when we have to put ourselves in uncomfortable situations, when we have to maybe wake up a little bit earlier, when we have to maybe not go to all the events we want to go to on a weekend. And these are the kind of things that you let go of because you really want to be either working for yourself or you want your business to be successful. I'm not all about the hustle. What I'm just about is saying, listen, if you really want something, there's a way to make it happen, you know? I mean, think about Beyonce before she was Beyonce, right? She was told that she wasn't a good singer, she would never make it. And now here she is because she probably let go of all the excuses that she didn't have enough money, she didn't have enough time, she wasn't a good singer, and she didn't let any of that get in her way, and she just went right for her dreams, right? So if you're holding on to an excuse today, I want you to get real with yourself and say, what is the excuse I'm holding on to right now? And just let it go, okay? Now let's jump right into goals and numbers. So as a creative, if you're anything like me, you probably hate numbers and like getting real with your numbers and knowing your numbers. I hated them for a long time. I said like, well, you know, I have like this free free software, and like that will tell me, okay, I made this much money, I had this much money going out. And I had no projected revenue goals or anything like that until one year I decided to do it. So I want you to right now to sit down and go through your numbers. If you've been in business for at least a year, go back through your numbers, see how much money you were making and which services were your most profitable. This is stuff that's so good to know, especially because you just want to see how far you've come, but you also want to know your business inside and out. Okay, so come up with your revenue goal. This is your first year in business. Feel free to reach out in like Facebook groups and say, hey guys, this is my first year in my photography business. How much did you guys make from your business? And then kind of try to feel out an average. Say, you know, I'm in Ohio, I'm in New Jersey. How much does a beginning photographer usually make? Okay, and then I want you to break that revenue goal down month by month, but keep it realistic to your life and your schedule. If you have kids, you know September, whenever they start school, that's going to be a really busy month for you. So don't try to make that month like your biggest month yet, or even an average month. You know, say that month comes, your sales are going to plummet. So make it really realistic to your life. Like, I want to make $100,000 in sales this year, but I have a lot of trips happening April through June. So I know that come those months, I'm going to try to adjust for sales that month because I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. What I want you to do is you have this number and you have all your numbers planned out, and then you're going to break it down even further. I want you to break it down like, this means if I want to hit $10,000 this month, I would need to have this many clients, I would need to have this many people on my newsletter list, and I would need to have this amount of services ready to go, priced at this. So what this will get really clear on is once we just get to each month, we know, okay, here comes May. And in May, I want to make this amount of money. All I really need to focus on is that I need this amount of clients. I also need to make sure I have this amount of people on my newsletter list, and that I also need this amount of services priced at this amount too. So that kind of makes everything a little bit easier. You're not thinking, oh my God, I need to make $100,000 this year. How am I going to do it? All I know is that come the month of May, I just need this amount of clients. I need this amount of services. And I like to make like a little paper sheet actually next to my desk saying what the service is. And then I create just lines with numbers like, okay, I need 6 clients for this month. I need 2 clients for this service. And I need 3 clients for this service. And that really keeps me on track. Okay, now that you know your goal numbers, I'm going to show you how to break it down by service, okay? So let's say I was working with a floral design business, and she comes to me and she says, Shannon, I want to make $85,000. So I'll look back at her numbers and her services, and I'll say, okay, I know we can plan to make $50,000 in the wedding month. She does a lot of wedding work. So May through November, we're going to bring in $50,000. Then come Christmas, November through December, she does wedding work. Maybe she does like corporate jobs or something like that. That's going to be another $20,000. Then all the other holidays, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Easter, Secretary's Day, if I add all those up, I can get another 15 grand from there. Now her marketing strategy is going to look different for each different income chunk, because the people that are ordering her corporate Christmas flowers, they're not brides getting married May through November. So by planning out our whole year and knowing which service to promote when, we can actually adjust our social media and blogging strategy to cater to them, okay? So I'm going to go with an example, and I'm going to show you how a photographer that has an annual goal revenue of $50,000, and I'm going to show you what their month of February is to look like. So we already know that for their month of February, we're going to book 3 clients at $3,000. This is where we get very specific, okay? Book 3 clients at $3,000, teach a workshop on photography, and grow their Instagram following by 50 people. So the best part is when you map out just all your months, and you say, okay, so here's the goal revenue, here's the goal revenue, and then you go through each month and then say, like, how am I going to get to that goal revenue? This is what I'm going to do. Okay. So looking at this photographer's February, again, book 3 wedding clients at $3,000, teach a workshop, and then the Instagram thing. Okay, so this is what we do. Wednesday is going to be Instagram day. Don't keep 8 tabs open on your computer. Don't keep your phone open to Instagram all day. I want you to be very focused in this strategy, okay? So Wednesday is Instagram day, nothing else. I'm going to teach this photographer some popular wedding hashtags. We're also going to plan out 3 wedding industry Instagram accounts to comment on. And they're going to do this consistently, okay? And then come Tuesday, we're going to start writing wedding blog posts to get those 3 clients that we're looking to book at $3,000. So we're going to write a wedding blog post that uses some SEO techniques. Here's an SEO technique you can use in a wedding blog post. Hyperlink a local wedding vendor. So write up a list like, my 5 favorite rustic wedding venues in Pittsburgh, and hyperlink all those venues in the blog post. Try to keep all your blog posts to a minimum of 300 words. Most photographers that I work with just show their pictures, but that isn't actually getting you any local traffic. When people Google, that doesn't help you come up higher in Google search. You need a blog post that's at least 300 words, and keep all the words repeating in there that your bride would be searching for, like Pittsburgh wedding, Pittsburgh family photo sessions, Pittsburgh maternity sessions. Try and keep repeating any words that your client would use to search for you. And please, please, please write blog posts that are relevant to what your brides want to see. I know it's hard for us as business owners to think in terms of like, oh, right, I have to write for the client. You think that you're supposed to be trying to sell yourself. What you're really trying to do is just trying to connect with the bride that is coming to your site. So if she comes to your site and she's been super stressed out about, maybe planning her wedding or planning the timeline of her day, and she's confused about how it's going to go, and then she comes to your site and sees you have a blog post on planning the timeline of her day, and she reads it and she feels like, oh, man, I feel so much better about this now. I mean, she has already made a connection with you, and she's going to click, contact me and sign up because you have already invoked emotion in her. So just write something that would solve a problem for her. If you're not sure what you should write, head to the Wedding Bee forums, and they're all listing like their problems there. Even head to apracticalwedding.com, and they talk about brides' questions. Okay, so that's the strategy we're going to use to get those 3 clients. Then we're going to promote the photography workshop on Instagram, our personal Facebook page, the business Facebook page, and we're going to schedule that on our social media dashboard. The social media dashboard, like Hootsuite, Edgar, Buffer, are things where you can just go in across all your accounts and schedule all your posts. It is incredible, and I love doing it. I do it every single Monday. I plan out all my posts that I'm going to do when I schedule them. So that way I'm never sucked into the Facebook vortex or Instagram scrolling or anything like that. Anything that's going to waste my time and keep me from getting more clients, more money, no, I'm not doing it anymore, okay? And then they're going to go to one networking event. So you can look at meetup.com. Rising Tide Society has like local meetups for wedding professionals and creatives. Find just basically one networking event because you're trying to promote a local workshop. So people that are there are probably the people that will come to your local workshop. And you're going to do this consistently. So this is the thing. When you are consistent on social media with your business, you can show a 30% increase in traffic to your site. I think the exact number is 32.2% increase in traffic to your site. So that's how important consistency is. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If you'll head over to my Facebook group, we do a lot of goal setting. Sales Bootcamp is currently closed, but it will be opening it up again in June. I create strategies like this with you in Sales Bootcamp, your own strategy that you need to put in place, and we get real on your goals. So come on over to my Facebook group. It's called Creative Growthers. You can also head to facebook.com/Shannon DePalma Coaching, and I probably have a post in there where you can join Creative Growthers. So we set goals in Creative Growthers. I host polls on more marketing classes that I'm teaching, and it's just a really good community. So stop on by. Thank you, everyone. Bye.